As always.
Yeah, that's true.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay, Robert seems to be at some another meeting. He's not at his desk. The laptop is not there, so maybe let's start without him. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the last topic was that there was this big contract which were pending for the law.
Yeah, whether they will. So we did the month-end closing now for February and March, and don't get me wrong, I don't understand what was the latest state from Robert that he still cannot see it or something, or I'm not. Because the what we did now is, Sahindra, correct me, this Mr. Object is now deployed and works, and also the with this deletion from the others, and all new incoming should now have this new logic, correct?
Yes, yes, in integration, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I mean, if we are looking, sorry, waiting for Robert, then yeah, which I'm just double checking emails here. So I don't have any further feedback. So yeah, not sure what to discuss.
Yeah, this is the topic now because I discussed this also with my colleagues. The problem seems to be this is the contracts. For example, I think one of them was in January. Could this be?
Could be, yes.
And the other one is February or something like that. Um, this is a this could be that the data is not visible. Could be a topic of our int environment. So if there is no normal daily processing in a specific month, there is no the workflows, let's say, that you create, then everything in data mart, etc., are not running. Then this is not happening on production because on production you normally have a daily load, and it could be that this is an environmental topic. So the data itself, it's not a topic of the data, but of the environment and how it gets processed, gets fed, and so on. This could be. I am still in contact with the IBM colleagues, but they had no time now because of month-end closing and so on. We need to check whether we can run something manually to get that processed. But this, in my eyes, is the topic that if you do not have a normal, regular daily load, at least one per month, then you would not be able to see the data. And
But wait,
this
you mean, I mean on prod we do have daily
on prod, yes.
right?
On prod, yes.
Okay,
And
okay,
because this is the difference on the on the integration. We had periods where there was no processing on at all in the month. And when you have no data processed, and you just have, for example, no data by January processed, but some data processed in March, and then you want to see some records for February, you won't see it because within this month you did not do a daily load and there is no daily data, let's say, then in the stage or let's say in the core to get further processed. This is a problem we saw in other markets too. But I need to check what we could do here. If there is a possibility to reprocess something, I mean, this is unfortunately we did not see this contract behavior within the regular month. When we would have seen this already in January, for example, then it would be much easier. But going backwards now for 2 or 3 months, it's really hard to get that then, yeah, in the reports, let's say. So back processing or this backdating and whatever we do is a very complex situation that you would never have on production where you have daily loads and you just look forward. So processing something in the back is always a pain. But we still, I mean, from my perspective, it's a not good situation that we do not see the data at the moment. This is absolutely unsatisfying what we have here. But now with this change that we have on the object, in my perspective, I think we did a big step forward that we would have now for new contracts. When you deliver one for example, for May now, we would see here the data, and I think we would have, when we would have that on production, it would work that we have all contracts, we would see the right objects, and we would have the applications. And in my eyes, we would then at least not miss some contracts up to now, which came from this, from your new system. So the deployment, I think, what is the goal from your side, that you can go on with your deployment to prod. I think this is your final goal with the balance platform. And how can
maybe two comments here. Yes, so still, yes, as just first for Robert, yeah. So as Indra is just now writing in the chat that actually these three concepts we are talking about, they have been sent to RCM.
Yeah.
So I'm just And another comment is when Oliver, when you're saying to try something for May, well, we on Prod we have one contract in May. 3rd of May, yes, so 3rd of May there was one contract. So since we are submitting prod data to INT, so this contract should be there in data delivery.
It would be then, but it would be for May already. This is
it's for May.
Yeah, okay. At least you should. We processed it now. I would have to look if this was already in the delivery what we got last time, because now we processed February and March month-end closing. So
the time maybe April. Yes, so we had anything, but I think we should have had something in April. Yes, in April we had 3 contracts, and we have now 1 contract in May.
On prod, you mean?
On prod, yes.
Okay. And now we would need to check whether we have data on the integration for that.
Alexander, we deliver daily data from prod, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So the last full load, what we did, I think it was last on Thursday, when I'm right. We started that one. So we should have data then for April somehow. So this is the topic that I would expect then a new business contract on integration for April.
Very good. However, I cannot access integration environment.
No.
I just gave you the screen. The service provided by IT Americas, your account is not licensed. Something changed again. Maybe there was some kind of migration or whatsoever. I'm not sure. I can check the rights. but I haven't seen any right now. Rights expiry.
Okay, because we did the month-end closings for February and March. I mean, we could try to do also one for April. This is,
Well, I think no need because we had contracts there. So if we see them, but the eyes are not working to see them. Like that.
yeah,
I have to
this is
figure out how to get. Not sure. I have to.
Robert, I
out.
think then let's make it easy. We can also do it in a quick call tomorrow or so, whatever, not in a specific meeting for that.
Mhm.
And when you see something or you miss something, just ping
Yeah.
me, and then we
I will.
can go on if we now are on a better way or not. Because I understand on your side absolutely that you would like to see your data in
At
the
least,
Tableau
yeah,
report.
at least,
This
at
is
least, of course. That's the
absolutely.
business
That's
target.
absolutely fine. Yeah. The issue, what I said, I don't know if you already have been there. When I told that, the issue what we have on our integration, when we do not have a daily processing per month, at least
Yeah,
one.
that's what you've mentioned. Yeah, you
Yeah,
mentioned you can
this
do
is
the
the stupid
month-end
situation.
closing, but you need one day. Yeah,
I can
on the
do
processing.
thousands of month-end closings, but when I have not a daily load, a lot of these workflows depend on that data that it gets prepared. And
Actually, I think it's because the case in the production, by the way, because that's not the case that you don't have daily processing without
on
a
integration.
month.
Yeah, but this is the topic. Yeah, you have one, but often, for example, you would expect data for January, let's say, but you do this full load in February. And you say, yes, in the full load, you should have everything, also data from January. This is correct. But you didn't do this processing in January. And then there are workflows that run per month, or let's say within these months, and prepare data for new business and so on. And if they do not have something, then yeah, you have the strange situation that these workflows are not preparing data then for that specific month, and then they have no data. This will not happen on production because there you have continuous daily data. This is an environment topic that we have, and the strange situation is also, for example, our int2 normally gets updated, let's say rebuilt as a shadow copy from our production, normally twice per year. But as you know, we have currently our migrations from Oracle to Snowflake, and we stopped doing a rebuild of the integration environments for this period. So our last production date or data is, I think, mid of December. And because of that, you should see in your reportings maybe just data until December.
I see September.
This is, and I need to check if we can do here something, but this is a really strange behavior of our integration environments. Yeah. I mean, we did the processings in April. I can try to do also a month-end closing for April. This is a possibility because, as you said, there should be at least one contract or so if we see something. This behavior is very hard to simulate or to describe because, as I said, this is on. You won't see any of that on production. This is the. Yeah, I need to go deeper here to get this with our Oracle team from IBM. If we can, when we go back and do processing. Let me try this because this is very difficult to describe and also for me to understand for sure. This is the situation is not good in this way. let me write this down for me. I will go in contact tomorrow. I have a meeting with IBM. Then we will check for these contracts at least. Maybe we can do an April month end closing, because there we did also these dailies. This could work. Okay, let's see. So Robert, I think the best idea would be check whether you can access or not the report.
Seems I cannot access the dev environment at all. So my kind of the way to go is figure out through the Confluence page exactly whom to bother with that question, and also in the meantime trying to check on the right now maybe something.
Yeah, then come back to me when you have something figured out, and then we have a look together, and let's see how I can maybe hopefully until tomorrow I get some ideas how to go on. Okay, so I think the I don't know, Rajendra, will this be a possibility to deploy that to prod? Is this planned, or what is?
Okay. The story is prepared. I was the technical things, staging environment, and the process has to be done by IBM. It's very small. But it is prepared. I'm waiting for go. I mean, if I get business approval, I can plan it for the next release. That would be, I think, in May.
End of May, I guess.
Yeah.
The second release maybe, or because the first one I think is too short notice, or because let me have a look where is my release plan. The release plan says for May.
No.
8. I forget this. Today's the 6th. This is out of. But the second one would be second release 22nd of May, correct? So maybe we could have it until second May release, maybe.
No, it's not in the sprint. And so our release is on the 18th of May would be. Okay. So that will not fit.
Okay, then it would be the June release, I guess.
Yeah.
Could you plan that if possible?
Yeah, no problem.
Because I think with that we would avoid then later on these problems with objects and so on. And I think this would help us to go forward here.
Yeah, I didn't order it until now because I don't want it to waste money. You know.
Yeah.
Then there's a change. Okay, it does not fit. But what's your opinion? Are we relatively sure that the output from ODS is fine now?
I would say yes. That you see, this is the link is from this object ID, and they fit together, and we get it to RCM. So I think this would be a good thing to have that.
Okay. In next sprint. Okay.
Okay, then I think we have it on that way, and we go on with this int topics, and hopefully then at least you can access, and we can, or I can find out how to bring that data up into the reports. Because on the stage level and core level, I think it's okay, but we need to have it in the reports. And Robert, when you see something or you find out something, just give me a ping, then we can have a look on that.
I'll try to write to the IT chat. Let's see what they are able to fix, if they are able to fix that quickly. Because the roles, I checked right now, roles, the access to the non-production SF, I have that, so I'm not sure what exactly expired, what was changed that I got kicked off from there. Because I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, I was double checking if the data is there and everything was working. So not sure what actually happened.
Yeah,
Let's
strange.
access directly those central help desk with that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then properties. Do we have any other topics currently? Let me check. If not, then I would say let's wait and see what we can find out, and then, yeah, ping each other when we have some updates.
Will do. Thank you.
Okay, then hear from you soon.
Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.